Hello again, YouTubers, and this is New Way to Do It, and I'm your host Reese. So I want to get right into this one. Okay, this one is who are in our corner. See, we have so many um, supposedly black leaders that looking out for the black community in this country. But I want to say, other than a few small organizations, the majority of the blacks in this country, they're not looking out for you. And you want to know why? But I already told you why. But if you need for me to tell you again, here you go. Because they don't care about you. You are nothing to them. Who stands up for our people? Other than maybe an activist here and there. You know, I saw this Congressman Cedric, whatever his last name was, black representative, trying to grill a bar. And he told him not to speak, old boy's name out his mouth. You know, see, that's the arrogance I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't take sides on nobody because you're all creeps on both sides. But I call out I call out what I think is fair and what I think is unfair. And for him to say what he said about him not speaking about John Lewis's in his mouth to see or DOJ needs to speak it out of his mouth, you know, ask him what he doing for black people. See, they all sit up there and claim that they doing something for you, American black people, or whatever you want to call yourself these days. And they're not doing anything. It's all sensationalism. If I was by, I'd have walked up there and slapped the crap out of him for saying what he's saying. I would have. And I'm not a fan of Barr either. But right is right and right don't wrong anybody. The man gave praise. He told him don't even speak about him in his mouth because they want to make you think they're racist. He's racist too, if you want to know the truth. He's just as racist as he is, probably, if there are racists. I'm not saying either one of them are racist, but if he believes that Barr is racist, he's racist. That's my word on that. And for him to say that shows you how much of an ass he is, and he's not concerned about you as a black person. He's just concerned about scoring points in Congress or in the House of Representatives or wherever he sits his dumb ass at. But it's really about my subject is really about how the black politicians and so-called leaders don't really help you as black people. And yes, it did take them some of them a while to get up in there, But like I was telling you people before, we don't even need them. But they want you to believe that we need them in order to get things and resources and all this other BS that we never see. But when it comes to welfare and food stamps, oh, they dishing them out like hotcakes and syrup. But they're not helping you get jobs. They're not helping you have a stable life and a stable place to stay. But they throw some food stamps at your ass in a minute. And this ain't a Republican thing or a Democrat thing. This is just fact. The fact that all these so-called black leaders don't never help their people. And y'all study voting them in. I mean, the white ones don't help either. They ain't no better. But we should look for the blacks to do more than what they're doing. So they want to claim that their hands is tied because they playing this political game. Like I told you before, folks, if the people were interested in helping you out, helping you and me out, and people of our skin color, it don't matter what rules they pass and what laws they pass. It takes ingenuity and will, and you can mobilize people to get to do what you want. You don't have to wait on no government to give you nothing. But see, these people, because all they care about is what they can put in their pockets, they sell you out every time. Now this Cedric, whatever his last name, Representative Cedric, I couldn't think of his last name. He ain't no better. Him, Cory Booker, even John Lewis. And I know he stood with Martin Luther King. So what? And what he doing all them years? except sitting up there in Congress and make a lot of money. He didn't help get a, he may have helped pass some bills, but he didn't get rid of, he didn't do police reform. Oh, excuse me, I sneezed. I'm sorry. He didn't get rid of, he didn't help get rid of police reform, but he's gonna take credit for it. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna give him credit for it. You know, he ain't helped lift our people out of poverty. Oh, but he tried for 60 years. Is that what y'all saying? He tried for all the time he was in there to help get reform for our people. Oh, yeah? Where's the proof? Where's the proof that any of you that are black have done anything for the people for the black people in this country? Show the proof. Like the people be saying these days, where's the receipts? Because we want to see some receipts. Because if you ain't got that, you're just another liar. So what reform did we get? Police got reforms. Y'all even gave gay people more rights. But you start taking ours away. Where's the reparations? You got these old turncoat Negroes that's telling you you don't even need that. Y'all don't need no reparations. You free black people in America. Get off your butt and make a living on your own. But yeah, but they making hundreds of $1,000s sitting their ass up and down in Congress. How much of that they giving back? How much of that they could putting into the black neighborhoods? And I ain't talking about no grants and no motherfucking loans. What are they putting in there? See, people, you get all locked up in these and I'm gonna cuss a lot today, so I'm sorry, and the bullshit of these representatives and these congressmen and your political representatives. But they give you nothing but talk and more bullshit. But they'll go on the shows and they talk about systemic racial equality and systemic racism, and which it does exist. But they're not doing nothing to stop it. And if they want to claim that they can't get those bills passed in the Congress or the Senate, then why can't they? Because it's racist. And if you know it's racist, why are you even trying to get the bills passed if you don't think it's going to pass? See, that's why I tell you we live in a fake world. And the hypocrisy of these people is just, it's unparalleled to anything else I've ever seen. They want you to think that they're working so hard for you and they pass enough. All the bastards do is sit up there and they pass bills that don't make sense. That's always turns to hurt you in some kind of way, to benefit them and their constituents and to hurt you, the everyday people. And you folks keep on voting these assholes in. Republican and Democrat. The Republicans sit over there, like they conservative, and like they care about where the country's going. All they care about is the country stay white. That's what they care about. Long as the country stay white, they don't care. The Democrats, that really all they care is the country stay white too. But they got to get the rest of y'all on their side. So y'all can vote for the crap that helps uplift their people and not us. How many bills, except for the Civil Rights Bill, which really don't do nothing but benefit white women? What have they done, the bills they done for black people? Like I said, where's the reparations? Where? I heard estimates that these people owe us $3 to $7 trillion. But they'll put $3 trillion in a stimulus bill and give you $600. $3 trillion is enough money to damn near make everybody in this country wealthy. Yes, damn near everybody in this country. Well, it's not even 3 trillion people in the world. And I don't care how you break it down. It could bring prosperity to the majority of these people in this country. 3 trillion, 5 trillion, come on now. But they want you to believe that it's not enough money to go around, and we just printing all this extra money so you won't get any sicker, and so we can hurry up and get our economy together. Didn't I tell you folks that the Democrats and the Republicans are both involved in trying to destroy you? The black ones, the white ones, the Hispanic ones, the Asian ones, the Arab ones, it doesn't matter. They know what their agenda is, and if they don't, they're stupid. They can see about all these actions that have been taken by the government, by certain parts of the government, or if it's the government, maybe it's the deep state. I don't know who it is. But they can see that they're on a wrong track, that the Republicans are on the wrong track, and the Democrats are going down that same track. They want to make sure you get contract tracing and vaccines. They ain't stopped to look at nobody else's results and nobody else's facts. The blacks representatives want to tell you that they're looking out for you. Have anybody benefited from it? Raise your hand. Leave a comment. Do something. Have you benefited from these blacks and Hispanics and all these people that claim they're concerned about you? Have you benefited from any of their bills? Name one. I ain't think so. Name three. I don't hear nobody talking. So in essence, folks, you're being lied to by both ends, by both races, and you're sitting up swallowing this crap. Are you gonna stand up? Nah, you can't. You ain't gonna stand up, cause you trust in your government, right? You trust that everything they say and do is right on the money. They won't do us like that, would they? They wouldn't let thousands of people or 100,000 people die, would they? Excuse me. Would they? Nah, they ain't gonna do that. How many people done died from COVID already? When it's like 100 some thousand they claiming? Mm. You know, over in Taiwan, they have not one death. Not a one. Over in Korea, they have very few deaths. Japan has very few deaths. You know where it's starting to be concentrated at? Take one guess, folks. Take one guess. You were wrong. It's Africa. All of a sudden, COVID is taking a hold, on Africa all of a sudden. Wonder why. But you don't even think that far, do you? What kind of people live in Africa? What color people live in Africa? I don't think they're white people. I don't think they're Asian people. Oh, it's some that live there, but what's the majority? There we go, folks. Now you're catching on. Why would they take the virus like I asked you before? Got no answers because you people too scared to answer. You're so scared of YouTube and getting taken off their platform. They don't scare me. And I'm not going to be intimidated. If they want to take it off, they take it off. I'll put it somewhere else. But I want to ask you, what are you getting out of this? What are you getting out of this? All of this except being sick. Except potentially being sick. Losing. This is what you got out of it. You lost your job. You can't go nowhere. You can't sit down and have a decent dinner nowhere. You can't congregate. You can't see your people that's in these nursing homes and stuff, in the hospitals. And y'all accepting all this BS. All for your safety. Okay. You say so. It's for our safety. And what you going to do come wintertime? Flu and cold season. Is everything going to be COVID? How you going to know the difference between the flu and COVID? How you going to know the difference between a cold and COVID? Come on, people, you're smart. You're taking all the advice of these smart commentators and news people. You should know the answer to that. What you going to do? How you going to handle it? What's your excuse going to be? I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know all you smart Negroes and whites and whoever all else think they're so smart. What you gonna do inside those cities? You see this man predicting that's gonna be a epidemic. It's gonna be more widespread come November. Why is that? I don't hear nobody talking. You want me to tell you why? Scared ass people. Because they waiting on this vaccine. And like I told you before, they're gonna keep this stuff active until the vaccine is out. I don't know if they can make it mandatory now because a lot of people seem to be waking up, but I still don't put it past them. And like I said before, if Trump agrees to that, y'all need to throw his ass out of office too. Because that means he's a part of what's going on. So what's there to do? I guess we just gotta sit back and wait, right? And all the people that's standing up for the people, I guess they mean nothing, right? I guess their opinions is buffoonery, right? Y'all need to wake up, people. The mass genocide is going on in your face. But the fact that millions of people ain't fell dead gives you a little hope, I guess. They wanted the disease to kill millions. And they're not through with you yet. You think they are? They're going to promise you this vaccine. I heard today Miss Bird said that it's working on monkeys. One dose, work on monkeys. Two doses, virus gone forever. Yeah, right. What kind of side effects is gonna have, y'all? Just think about that. Since you're lining up to go get this vaccine. What kind of side effects is gonna have? What kind of side effects is gonna have inside your body and your organs? I guess can't think about that because we're too concerned about catching this disease and dying. I wish you people would wake the hell up and see what this government is trying to do to y'all. Fuck a Roland Martin. Fuck a Candace Owens. Fuck a Tatum. Because they don't know what the fuck they talking about either. Like I say, I'm doing a lot of cussing on this one. Fuck the Democrats and fuck the Republicans. Fuck Dr. Fauci and Dr. Bird. I'ma go with people that I can see that are real and interested in helping the people. So if all you assholes want to sit out there and listen to them, help yourself, man. Help yourself. But we have no real black representatives that's looking out for us. They claim they are. But where are they? On Roland Martin show? Where they at? On CNN and Fox? How come they're not out helping the people? You can't answer that one, can you? Well, I can. It's easy for me to answer because they don't give a shit, folks. They play the game to lull you to sleep because they know they can't give you what you want, because they know they don't have any power, because they know they ain't nothing but bootlickers themselves that pretend to have power. Oh, they have power over you. But when it comes to the white man's game up there in Congress, you know, you just a water boy. And you know it and they know it. You ain't got no power. They ain't gonna give you no power. And you ain't gonna get nothing that you want unless they decide to give you what you want. So it don't matter if you have a black president, a white president, a yellow president, a purple president. It is not going to matter because the people that truly run this world is what gives them their marching orders. All of them. And until that change, You screwed, people. Not just the black people, but everybody. You screwed. And for all you white folks that that's gonna go down with white, go on down with it, bro. Because they're gonna turn on you too. Not only they trying to kill us, they're trying to kill you too. But you're gonna sit back and wait for them to kill us first, right? And then when it comes your turn, you're gonna have an uproar and fight. This is a sad situation that we live in. All these so-called black people, all these so-called black constituents, and none of them give a fucking damn about neither one of y'all. None of you. But they want to keep you on food stamps. They want to keep you poor. They want to keep you begging them. So they can run up to the white man and tell him, could you please pass this bill, sir? Our people really needs it. And whatever you need us to do to stab them in the back for you, we'll do it. But we got to get this bill passed. Just for them. For right now. And before the ink is dry on the paper, they stabbing you in the back. Y'all folks need to truly, truly wake up. We live in a horrible society right now. We're actually living in a structured hell. Yes, we are. There's nothing good about what's going on in this country. It's nothing good. It's sad when you can an entity that we pay for can tell us that we can't get a certain drug because they don't think it's safe. And it's been around for over half a century, more than half a century. But they want to pop this new shit on you real fast. And yo, just can't wait to get it, can you? You just can't wait to get it. I hope it comes fast. I really do. So when it poisons your insides and cripples your dumb ass and give you diseases and your children diseases for generations to come, I hope you're happy. Because you got your virus. You got your vaccine. I hope you're jumping for joy every day because you got that vaccine. Well, folks, I know I went back to the vaccine, but I was starting to talk about our black leaders. But it leads back into that because for them, that you don't hear any of them stand up against this crap, that should tell you something, man. It should tell you that they're not on your side. Because if they were, they would demand that Congress hear these people. And they would demand change about, the drugs and helping the people. But y'all going to sit up and believe the bullshit that they say. You're going to believe it. Because you've been programmed to believe it. And they can tell you that the moon is blue, and you can look out there and see it's yellow, and you still will say it's blue. Just to make them happy. It's sad that we live in a society like this, and all you so-called standing up black people that stand up for your people, where you at, man? Where y'all at? I see common people like me, but you polished professional blacks that have your talk shows and interview all these people, you don't say a damn thing about it. Why? You that afraid of YouTube? You that afraid to express yourself? That's what this format is for. And if they pull you down, that shows you how they are. They full of shit too. Because you express your opinion and how you feel about something. Just like I was telling you about, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to tell you about the Nick Cannon situation. It's just like that. People will tell you a lie and convince you it's the truth and make you believe it's the truth when you know it's a lie. And you'll sit up there and say, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. You mother. How you going to get somebody that's wrong is right? How? You know they're wrong. But you're going to stand there and say, well, maybe you're right. You're an ass. You're a sellout. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you don't know the difference between two, they can't make a middle. They can't make an excuse for something they're doing that's wrong. Just like you can't make an excuse for something that somebody's doing that's right. It's either right or it's wrong. But you people sit here and listen to these asses that'll tell you the total opposite of what the truth is, and you'll believe it. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. I hope, if I live to be 80, 90, I just hope in the next 20, 30 years that we can look back on this stuff and it just shamed the hell out of everybody. It just shames the hell out of everybody. When they find out that you've been lied to, you've been drugged, and shit been put into that drug, to manipulate your organs and your DNA. I hope that you get the shot. I really do. I hope that you get it. Because to me, it's just the sound of the beast. That's all it is. It's just the sound of the beast. But you folks, you don't see it. It's too bad. Maybe I was, born with insight, but the common people can see what I can see. It's amazing that you can't. Well, until next time, folks, please subscribe, ring the bell, share, leave a comment, and a like. And until the next video, God bless.